So, practicing to be focused on the Lord, focused on His Word, asks you to do. Be focused. Refuse distractions. The portion which we were reading, I want to take it a little further. It says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Now look at this. I press toward the mark for the prize. Do you have your eyes on the prize? We just read about Jesus. He had his eyes on the prize. And because he had his eyes on the prize, he endured the shame, endured the cross, despised the shame because of the prize. I press toward the mark for the prize. What are you going to say to the master? What are you going to say that you did about the evangelization of the world? It is the responsibility of every Christian. When you become a Christian, it becomes your job. So don't think that we do this as a profession, like somebody else is, maybe he's a farmer or a businessman or a medical doctor, an engineer. No, that's not the way. At least one SP. And there are many of you who are able, you have the capacity. Listen, if you don't give into the gospel the way I'm telling you, if you don't give into the gospel as I'm telling you, what are you going to say to the master? What are you going to say that you did about the evangelization of the world? It is the responsibility of every Christian. When you become a Christian, it becomes your job. So don't think that we do this as a profession, like somebody else is, maybe he's a farmer or a businessman or a medical doctor, an engineer. No, that's not the way. That's not the way. We're not doing this like that. Irrespective of your calling in the things you do, irrespective of your business, irrespective of your social class, makes no difference. You have to be involved in the evangelization of the world. What have you done about Rhapsody of Realities? You don't give once or twice. We keep giving for it. We're spreading the word around the world. Or healing streams we just talked about. You're going to have to help someone get healed. These things are important. Be part of it. Be part of it. Be part of it in a significant way. The things we're doing around the world. We set up schools for so many. Several schools where they don't pay any school fees. And then we give them uniforms, books, and so on. And you can be sure, in all such schools, we are able to guide them in the things of God. And all those children are going to know God. So while they know science and technology and the arts, they will know it with a difference, with the excellence of God. Because the Spirit of God will be in them, in those kids. That's what we do around the world. Because we put in yourself, distinguish yourself this year. And we intend great. Maybe you might want to pay a visit. Take a look at what's happening there. So, think what you're going to do for the gospel this year. Distinguish yourself. Distinguish yourself this year. And we intend to set up such medical facilities in other countries where they require it. Because they do. Handling many of those facilities. So some of them are such facilities that can be trustworthy. The Roman Catholic, well, if we're going to do that, we might as well start on